starting with Georgia's first possession. You know, that field goal, they got that field goal right there at the end of the first half. It's a crucial mistake for Oklahoma. I'm sure Coach Riley, that's going to worry him probably for the rest of his life.
Yeah, then they came out and stopped them 3 and out, and then there's that man. Look at that. Boy. Hey, let's see that again.
That guy wants it.
That's nice to see. It's just nice to see that type of downhill running with football.
Our daddy would say, you got to want it. And that man wanted it right then.
Absolutely.
It's just zone. And they can't tackle him.
He wants it.
Yes, sir. Guy wants it.
That's the leadership Georgia's going to have a hard time replacing. They were replacing them with stars and all that, but boy, guys like Chubb and Roquan, they just don't come around often.
And just like that, you know, Oklahoma had completely dominated the first half. Dominated it. And just like that.
Except for, Georgia ran the ball great the first.
Oh, yeah. They ran the ball great, but it was, you know, it was 31-14 with 10 seconds to go. You know what I mean? And with Oklahoma getting the ball starting the second half.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, with all that said, there's 12:25 to go in the third, and Georgia's down a touchdown. Yeah, it's completely different.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that 3 or 4 missed tackles right there within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, and big guys.
Yeah, big guys. They should have had him. I mean, those are tackles you expect to make.
That's a D lineman.
That's right. That's
a linebacker and a safety.
He broke a tackle from all 3 levels right there.
He did.
On his way to the end zone. You can't ask for much more than that.
He absolutely did. And, you know, now Georgia's kind of flying around.
Oh, Ed Werder.
Who?
Was that Ed Werder?
Man, that guy gets on my nerves so bad. He loves to tell a sad story.
The most depressing person in
he's
America.
got to have a terrible life. He just wants to talk about sad stuff all the daggone time.
Exactly. He loves to depress people.
Just gotta get on my nerves.
I turn the channel when I hear his voice.
I do too. You know. And sometimes I end up watching it and I get sad and I'm like, man, that's an awesome story. But I don't want to be sad all the time.
Exactly.
All right, let's get back to football.
And Georgia's they're imposing that strength, that physicality right here in the third quarter. They take over.
They do. They take this game over in the third quarter.
And we said that when we were building up this game, we were previewing the game, we talked about how do you stop Oklahoma. There's one way to stop them.
Yeah.
You got to get to Mayfield.
You got to get to him. There's only 2 ways that man's not going to score: if he's on his back or if he's on the sideline.
That's right.
If he's on his feet on that field, they're going to score points.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3rd and 3. Georgia looks like they're wanting to bring a double-A gap blitz. That's what they do.
And they do, and Roquan gets through.
Yep. And there it is. And it's a feeding frenzy, man.
That's right.
You can look on that sideline, all of a sudden they realize, and this is our game.
Yep.
This is our game. Everything we thought we can do, we can do. You know, sports is so emotional.
And mental. It's when you believe and when you start feeling it. And that guy ain't blocking Roquan.
No, he didn't want to block him, you know.
Mm-mm.
He didn't want to hit this man. You can tell he got nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And we've bragged a lot on Anderson about how good a runner he is, but he did not want no part of 3 right there. He just didn't want it.
And there's Carter again. I tell you what, this Georgia defense has got some players on.
Yep.
And we saw that third quarter, you know, when Georgia blitzed Carter, Roquan, they hit him with that slant and had the perfect call right in. Well, they didn't.
No. Well, you know, and sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to trust that your blocks are going to be made. Right. You know, because if you don't trust this, you're going to be running scared. So.
And Oklahoma, like we saw they're not scared to leave him back there with Because they trust their blocking.
He almost came out of his outside zone.
Yeah, he was.
You know, they just and we really bragged on Fromm, and rightfully so. But it seems like every down they're not giving the ball to one of them backs. It's almost like a wasted down.
Yeah, they can't. And this was he got his arm in there and tripped him, or he was fixing to do something there.
Right.
They got they got some good backs. Oh, like you said, Swift's right there with them. That's Swift's something.
All right, so it's 3rd and 4. Georgia's going double twins.
So I'd run it right here. I don't know what they do, but I would definitely run it. Yeah.
Oh, real close.
He's lucky to fumble that.
Yeah, because that's a lot of times when you see those fumbles is when they hit somebody they're not expecting to hit.
That's right. He had no idea he was fixing to hit his offensive lineman right there.
Good ball security.
Mm-hmm.
To hold on to that like that. All right, so it's 4.
I'd go for it right here if I'd have been Kirby. I just you're whipping them physically.
Right.
You're whipping them at the line of scrimmage. I wouldn't, but you know, I'm not the coach of Georgia. He made the right call.
Made the right call. You know, football is so. I mean, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You didn't know that guy was going to put it inside the 3.
That's right.
You know, you just don't know. You just kind of got to make the best decision based on what's going on.
I tell you what's. I'm looking forward to this Alabama-Georgia game.
It's going to be physical, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, you're going to have to show up to be ready to fight.
Touchdown, field goal, punt, touchdown. That's how you move the ball right there.
Right.
Great call.
Yep.
Great
Quarterback
call.
counter. So that's just a little bit.
I don't think they ran that one time in the first half, did they?
I don't think so.
I don't think they did. I
kept expecting them to run it in overtime.
I did too, because they ran it every time they ran it in the second half. It worked for them. They had some big plays. That big play in the fourth quarter, that big run he had, that was the same play. It's easy you can't sleep on Mayfield's athleticism. That guy is an athlete.
Yep, and he's a competitor.
Yeah, he is. I didn't understand this. That seemed like a dumb call. A risky call for not much reward there.
Well, they covered it.
Yeah.
And they caught the first guy trying to. All right, let's see right here. So see, 5's thinking. See, this is what they're thinking. They're thinking that 5 is going to be able to jog out there. The receiver up at the top. They're thinking he's going to be able to just kind of slowly jog out there, and then take off. See, and then run by that guy, but they don't let him do it.
Right.
So that's where he's wanting to go with the ball, but he's covered.
Yeah. So he throws it up top to a big tight end and just see what can happen.
I mean, Georgia did a great job. I mean, that's first down. You're not expecting. You would think, some type of run or something like that. It was a, really good play for Georgia.
Georgia plays great defense. There's one of the few missed tackles you will see Roquan miss right there.
That's right.
Man still got down. He still got him down, but he didn't. I think more damage was done by him missing the tackle, because that's when they need him right in the back.
Yep. Yeah, when I saw this happen, I thought, man.
Oh, ref jump. Ref thought he was about to get tattooed right there.
Yep. I thought that he might have got his ribs broke right there or something, the way he got kneed in the back.
Yeah, that would hurt. And he was right here. That's why they ran it right here, 3rd and 8. Georgia was not expecting to run right here. That was a great call.
Yeah, they had to run it because Mayfield was hurt.
Yeah. And then that guy is just shifty. Boy, he's got some feet.
Yep, really good feet. It's just a different kind of game. They run counter again. I mean, you look, they run zone, inside zone, outside zone, and counter. And they run a few other running plays here and there, but that's really all they run.
Yeah. That's pretty much all we've seen them run.
And it's almost just inside zone and counter.
That's about it.
And they're really good at it.
You can go a long way running them two plays. And to me, now you may disagree, but I thought Oklahoma got away from the screens in the second half.
Yeah.
I don't know if Georgia was taking them away from them, or if it was they just kind of, I don't know. I thought they got away from them.
Maybe, I mean, sometimes when they throw them, they're not, like sometimes them swing screens are just part of a pass play. That's not necessarily a screen. It's just, he's throwing it to the outlet guy. But I do think they could have run more of the slip screens and the jailbreaks and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't think they did enough that second half because you don't want Georgia's D lineman coming downhill. Right. You want them moving from sideline to sideline because that's what happens.
That's exactly right. Look at him now; he's doing a backwards run.
Because if you catch them, say they did a little twist inside right there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
Did you catch one of those twists and some of those screens? But boy, if you don't, and you've got to, and they know where the target's at,
right.
You have a hard time blocking those guys.
Here's that twist you was talking about.
Yep. Look at that. And I tell you what, they got some athletic D linemen.
Yep. This right there is when y'all hadn't had a chance to meet him yet, but so we got a sidekick goes by the name Honky Tonk. And that right here is when he started thinking that, and he isn't. Me and my brother, we're not Bulldog fans, but he is a big one. And this is when he thought that Georgia was going to win this game. Well, before the game started, he thought it was going to be a blowout, but once it started, he kind of got blindsided a little bit.
I couldn't get any Georgia fans to respect Oklahoma. I was telling them Oklahoma's good. And all I could do was, they can't match us. And they couldn't match them physically, but it was one heck of a game.
I had a guy tell me, he said, Wildfire, if both teams play to the best of their ability, Georgia will win this game 41-7. I said, man, y'all are crazy. Now look, Georgia won the game, but they doggone sure had to earn it.
Yeah, I will imagine the level for respect of Oklahoma right now in the state of Georgia is sky high. Yeah. And I tell you what though, as a Florida State fan, we don't have a whole lot of room to talk with Oklahoma. They put it on us several times.
As a Florida State fan, we really don't get to say anything right now.
Oh, no. We can't say anything.
But Wild Man Willie is about to get it rolling down there in Tallahassee. That's all I'm going to say about that. Y'all just need to realize that, though. All right. 1st and 10. And there goes old Fromm. We talked about he's real good about just hitting them, the underneath guys. Doesn't take too many chances, and you don't have to take chances when you get 15 yards of carry.
Yeah, there's no reason to. There's no reason, in my opinion, to throw the ball on first down. As good as Fromm is, there's no reason to throw the ball on first down.
I mean, not when you're running the ball the way they are.
I think Chubb and Michelle already ran for 250 yards.
Yeah.
Stopped it right there. But see, right here, Georgia's still in a running down.
Oh, yeah.
They're still not afraid to run the ball right here.
That's the point, is it doesn't matter really what happens.
No.
They can, it's okay for them to run it.
That's right. It's almost